rising Venus signs. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon to full moon in March 2022? I am your reader. Mark, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. Link in the description box, now on Patreon. Patreon.com/drawingthecircle. I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal. Hey. Hey, my Sagittarius crabby asses. If you are new to the channel, 5-card draw is 1 card from 5 different decks, giving you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, in this case a waxing from new to full. These 5 decks also represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, spirit, to help you refine and hone your intentional work, your prayer work, your visualization, your manifestation, your spell work. Plant a seed at the new, watch it grow to full. Increasing, expanding, attracting, all that kind of stuff. Knowing that, we're going to time this with the new to full moon. So let's look at that. The new moon in Pisces, Wednesday, March 2nd, 12:34 p.m. Eastern. I am in New York, and 12:34 is one of my non-official angel numbers. Like, I don't know how those things get certified as angel numbers, honestly. But when I see 1, 2, 3, 4, it tells me everything is in divine timing, and you are experiencing divine timing, and it usually happens with just all of a sudden my head turns, I don't know why, and I see it. It's to say you're right on time, kid. So keep that in mind, even if you're not on the East Coast, whatever. And we're looking at the waxing part of this to the full moon in Virgo, Friday, March 18th, 3:17 a.m. So it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We have all sorts of seeds that we want to plant. One could be about money, one could be about health, one could be about love, and all of its many splendored thingy ways. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check those other signs. And I guess that's about it. Let's do this. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath, if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can. So let's just be here now, shall we? Breathe. As we're going to start with the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish for the element of fire. The element of fire is for Sagittarius, so I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Sagittarian collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, watching this video, receiving this reading. Maybe some insight for cross-watchers as well. Cross-watchers are welcome. What is the spell fragment from the magical spell cards to help shape and form their element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, this new to full? Romance. Now, who else got romance? Aries got romance. I find it interesting how the elemental signs tend to line up. Not every time, obviously, but that it was in Aries. What did Leo get as long as I'm here? New beginnings. All right, so romance, at least now we know what it is. Romance, it is a sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. Can go for more than an hour, I hope, but you know, you get that. So now we know. We know that this is your casting for romance here, and if that's not what you're into, not your read, check your other signs. But, you know, you can have, right now I'm having a romance with Agatha Raisin audiobooks on YouTube, all right? Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot. It is not a literal romance, but let's see how it plays out. Let's go to the element of earth. The Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. I have little kitty cats lurking around the table. You go lay down, lay down. Hey, Stinker, you want to come sit with Mama? In case you're new to the channel, cats can't say Dada or Papa. They can only say Mama. Yeah, come on up. Come on up, Boogerhead. My Melchior, my youngest, my Taurus. Speaking of earth signs, this is the fuel that feeds the fire. Whether you have the crystal indicated or not is moot. Get it if you want it. If you got it, great. Otherwise, a piece of clear quartz, you can program it and use it as a touchstone, as a carrier for the intention, for the magic, an amulet, a talisman, whatever you want to call it. There's a difference between an amulet and a talisman, by the way. Amulets are for protection. Amulet away. Talismans are to manifest. Talisman toward. I'm a teacher. So let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Ground. Breathe. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north, powers of earth, please, one card in clarity for the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. What is their element of earth? The fuel that feeds the fire to help them manifest their heart's desire of romance this new to full. Don't be scared. It's petrified wood. Oh, someone's getting some hard wood. Like flooring? Maybe. I doubt that's what the card means. But I am the fun one on YouTube. You should see what I get away with on Patreon. Petrified wood, standing the test of time, transformation, and strength. I get why that's for petrified wood. It's essentially wood that is turned to stone. Wait, what was the Harry Potter spell? What is it? Petrificus? That sounds like a Latin name. True wisdom stands the test of time because it stems from the eternal part of our nature, the soul. It is the immortal part of you. Plays this game over and over and over again, never dies, birthless, deathless, guiltless, sinless. A magical transformation is about to occur through an unexpected turn of events involving romance, I guess. This is all the result of the strength and commitment you have long shown towards something you truly believe in. So, as steady as you go, Sagittarian with something that they want, element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, but it's been your stick-to-itiveness, your single-minded focus that is helping this manifest. It will soon be time to accept your reward, knowing you were right after all. Oh, great. A Sagittarian that's proven right. We'll never hear the end of it. Kidding. Sort of. The strength and commitment you have shown for so long will serve you well. Many who have until now either ridiculed you or attempted to discredit you will all of a sudden want to jump to your side. Maybe because a new romance shows up in your life, or you heal one or something, and so people are like, ooh. Or you're dating a celebrity. Everybody wants to get on your side. It is possible to stand firm in your beliefs, yet also to show compassion towards others. And that's an aspect of that strength, right? Told you so, told you so, told you, told you, told you so. It's a little Debbie Reynolds moment there. A little Will and Grace moment for you there. So interesting, romance, but like time-tested, right? Something that endures, that there is great strength here, but also to remember not to be so hard as stone, as petrified wood here. To remember to be compassionate, particularly in romance, right? I knew you loved me. Yeah, that's a turn on. Unless it's I knew you loved me. British accents go a long way. Here we go. Healing with the Angels Oracle, your element of air. The thing to focus on mentally, think about, read about, meditate on, pray about. But the Healing with the Angels Oracle means that there are healing angels waiting in the wings with their wings, waiting for you to call to fly in to help you heal. Like a little kitty cat who appears out of nowhere. Hey, Milky Face. Melchior, M-E-L-K-I-O-R. He's a good boy. Angels do not cross boundaries. They have to be invited in. You have to actually make the call. Shall we? Breathe. As I call to the angels and archangels of fire, the sign of Sagittarius, Powers of the South, the Archangel Michael legions, the legions of Archangel Michael. Please, one card in clarity for the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. What do you got for them? Who are the healing angels waiting to rush in at their call in this romance with that petrified wood of something that has endured great wisdom, strength, and also that thing of compassion in there for sure. Who do they need to call upon? This new to full answered prayer for something you've been working on and being steadfast on in romance. I think this, well, there have been other reads that have been really, really fun, considering what's going on planet Earth at the Mo, but I like this. Now, the thing is why would you need healing? Why would you need a healing angel, a legion of healing angels, whose function would be answered prayer? Well, sometimes our prayers can be answered, but we carry such trauma and wounds of disappointment and betrayal from the past that we don't see it. And even when it shows up, we're like, nah, pass. And it's actually the right thing to do because fear takes over. That's why romance is a sacred power. Sacred meaning something of the divine, something of spirit that can absolutely be a healing thing. When romance, not every romance is healthy, but every romance has an opportunity to grow into health over time. But it is slow and steady wins the race. This might be a romance you're already involved in if you haven't got some of that in your life right now. I mean, I gotta say, since the pandemic, my romantic life has been predominantly online. But unless you live locally, I'm not hanging out, right? It's fine. So the healing angels have answered prayer, that there's going to be a healing here that is an answer to your prayer. This could be a comeback around. This could be somebody brand new. But just be compassionate, but you've been hanging in there. Maybe slow and steady wins the race, but consistent and diligent. So let's look at the element of water, the emotional part of this, the energy and motion called emotion, the voices of the higher selves, whispers of love, oracle. Please take a nice deep breath. Yeah, I feel someone needs to make a decision on this one. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above, please, what is the whisper of love for this Sagittarius collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading for their element of water, to put that energy in motion to fuel the spell. This new to full intention work, whatever you want to call it. You are limitless. Such a Sagittarian card. You are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. And I really feel like that backs up that petrified wood of that you have been diligent. You have been consistent. You've been working on this inside, outside, upside down, which I believe is a Josie and the Pussycat song from the 70s. This, or maybe Scooby-Doo, this is really saying that your prayer is answered and you are limitless. You're ready for it when it shows up. And if it hasn't showed up, doesn't mean you're not ready for it. It might mean that it's not ready for you yet. However, this is a 2-week period. So what it feels like you're waxing here is the sacredness of this, to get that there is a divine piece of this and that you are limitless. You can do anything you choose to do. And like I said, it feels like someone's got to pull the trigger on this one, make the call or make the choice, right? When I have to make a call on this thing, yes or no. Remember, spit, swallow, and chew are the 3 speeds of the throat chakra. It's where we make our choices and decisions, really. No matter what the other chakras say, what's coming out of our mouth, what will we do, right? Particularly in romance, it can be touchy, iffy, right? So you can spit it out and say, we're doing this. Or you can say, no, not talking about this, don't want to think about it, don't want to feel about it. Or you can chew on it, right? So you are limitless. You don't have to act on this right away. But certainly with the healing angels of prayer on the table, you're being healed to receive something you prayed for in some way, shape, or form. And a spell is just prayer with props in its most elemental, basic, thumbnail, soundbitey manifestation. It's way more than that, but a good way to look at it. So let's get your card of Spirit on the table. The Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. To charge it, you get your 4 elements together, right? You get a piece of petrified wood, or just get a piece of wood. I don't think the petrification is all that that necessary. Cast for romance, calling in the angels of answered prayer, getting that feeling of limitlessness, and then you would charge it with this mantra, like a chant, not just at the time of the new moon, but you could do a little bit of it every day to keep you healing towards the waxing outcome. Breathe. And since we're looking at a soul contract here in some way, shape, or form, I call upon the Ascended Masters of romantic soulmate contracts. Please, twin flame or soulmate, who cares? What is the perfect healing mantra for the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading for their card of Spirit, right? To help them heal what needs to be healed so that they can manifest this answered prayer of romance. It is a sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. And they're grounding that with that steadfastness, that keep moving forward, that strength, that endurance with the healing angels of answered prayer, and knowing that they are limitless on some level intuitively. That's all up to them, the choice. Well, then what is the perfect healing mantra to charge this and help them bring this into form? This new to full, March 2022. Discovering happiness, I allow myself to be content exactly as I am. That's this. That's strength. Now, happiness is supposedly our true state of being underneath all the pain and conditioning and confusion of the world, right? Stuff we've picked up since birth, past life stuff, all that stuff. The soul is the immortal part of you that goes from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. Its natural state is happiness. Eckhart Tolle, Power of Now, says our natural state is joy. Well, then where are we in that, right? To allow yourself to be content. If you have any background with Abraham Hicks, ask and it is given, the emotional guidance scale, you got depression on one end, like elation, joy, bliss, ecstasy on the other. And then, you know, in the middle, there's bored, right? Bored to me is the fulcrum of the emotional scale. Like, so if you're feeling bad, if you can, take your time, heal yourself, get bored with it. And then the next step up is content. So you can allow yourself to be content. I got some back pain going on, and honestly, I am content to sit with a heating pad on my back, right? And to do the yoga very gently that I need to do, even though it hurts, because that's the best I can do. It's also genetic. My mother and my grandmother, the same thing. So to allow yourself to be content absolutely drops psychic weight off the shoulders. It just does. Let me read it to you. Discovering happiness. In other words, it's in you, but you discover it by allowing yourself to be content. And I don't mean that passive content where, oh, nothing to be done, waiting for Godot. You don't know how long I was waiting for Gal Gadot. Samuel Beckett, White Courtesy Telephone. I allow myself to be content exactly as I am. When happiness is discovered, you are inspired, excited, and passionate about the gift of being alive, which sounds like the fun part of a romance, honestly. There is a willingness to open your heart to the mystery of each moment. Like, what's going to happen? We don't know. It's a mystery. I'm going to open my heart anyway. Whether you're getting what you want or witnessing unexpected outcomes. Now, I don't get that this is a romance gone wrong. I feel like this is either a romance that over time has really developed into something, but you need to rediscover your happiness, or this is somebody new coming in and you are building a relationship here that your happiness isn't dependent upon what anybody else does. Yeah? That's creating reality. This discovery of happiness frees you from needing life to bring you more of this or less of that. The true joy of being yourself has dawned. This mantra is ideal for facing disappointment, which would be more of a waning moon read. Developing self-approval and feeling fulfilled. So that's going to cut down on codependence big time, right? Well, when you do that, I feel this way. Whenever I hear somebody say, you made me feel, I'm like, unless you're going to follow that up with, you made me feel so real, I'm not into it. No, when you do that, I react this way. When you do that, I feel this way. That's responsibility. And that sort of owning your power can really make discovering your happiness much easier when you say, no, I get to choose, right? I am limitless. There's nothing I can't do, including allow myself to be content exactly where I am in this romantic situation. Let me give you the blessing like I do at the end of every single one of my readings, and we'll chat a little bit at the end and we're out of here. Please take a nice deep breath. Someone's got to say something, though, as I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine one more time. Bless the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and maybe their cross-watchers who might be about, watching this video, receiving this reading with all that they need this new moon to full, that they can discover their happiness, allowing themselves to be content exactly as they are, because they are limitless. They just need to embrace this truth. There's nothing that they can't do, but calling upon the healing angels of answered prayer will help heal them. Either the healing as the answered prayer or being healed to receive their prayer answered with that energy of petrified wood, that hanging in there, that doing it, that strength, that empowerment, that slow and steady wins the race perhaps, but one that is solid and strong. So, the romance, it is a sacred power. Let it come to them in this hour. Breathe. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So would it be. So it is. This is a fun read. I don't know. As soon as I see romance and wood, you know what pops into my head. And if you don't, I'm not explaining it to you, at least not here on YouTube. Book me for a private reading. I'll have a little chat. So did you like the video? Like it. Hit the thumbs up. Help the other Saggies find it. Want more of me here on YouTube? Subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. And I'm putting out these videos when they are ready. Took myself off the treadmill. Why? Because I'm over on Patreon. Patreon.com/DrawingTheCircle. I think I did that right. Come play. It's a lot of fun over there, and I'm having a field day, and I bet you would too. So good luck with this. Seriously, wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of this waxing moon in March 2022. My beloved Sagittarians, hell, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.